Welcome back to Ice Wolves Insider, and we're joined right now by Ice Wolves veteran players Adam Bartko and Dayton Fossum. Gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the program, and it's good to have you guys back. Obviously, you guys are among a group of, I think it's about 11 returning veterans from last season. Just maybe get your general thoughts on how you've seen training camp unfold so far in terms of both new guys and also returning players. To start with you there, Dayton. Anybody in particular catch your eye in terms of, especially the new guys?
New guys, we got a couple of new 18-year-olds that are out there. That Justin, that French kid that came up here, he's a pretty good player. And there's a couple of good D-men that came up here, like Alex and Turner. I thought they had a pretty good camp, and I really like the way our forwards are looking right now. We've got a lot of depth up front, and our D will come together, I'm pretty sure, right in time for the start of the season.
Mm-hmm. And in the category of awkward question, are there any, fellow returnees that have actually, stood out in terms of guys that you thought, wow, they had obviously a great off-season training? Anybody in particular that you think's looked quite impressive so far?
Well, Dougie Lindsmith, he looked really good out there, and same with Marc-Andre Gray. And Travis Hagam, he had a really good offseason. He worked hard to get back into shape. So those three, they had a pretty good camp, but we all expected that. They're big-time players for us, so we knew that they were going to have a good camp. And Phil, he had a really good camp, I thought, too, and he stood out defensively. I really liked the way he played. And Shui, I really liked the way he played, too.
Yeah, obviously a lot of great performances so far. Adam, how do you see training camps so far in terms of both returning players and new guys?
Yeah, we got some young guys out of Quebec that are looking pretty good. They're pretty strong, hard-working forwards. They're quick and move the puck well. And our defense is starting to come in. A little bit worried at the start of the year, losing Dustin and Mike. It would have been tough to replace those guys, but these guys are coming in, and I think we're going to be all right. And returning players, I was quite impressed with how Aaron Enns was. He came out and he was working hard and skating both ways, and same with Shu. He's a workhorse. He's just himself again, so I'm really impressed there. But other than that, we're looking pretty well all around the tables, looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm. How tall of an order do you think is it going to be this year, replacing all the guys that left? It wasn't just the graduating 20-year-olds, as impressive a group as that was, but also, as you know, Ben Finley, Joel Daniluk headed to STF in the offseason. Robert Monfort is not here. That's a lot of returning players. I think 12 in total. Do you think you're going to be able to, as a team, overcome those losses? I'll start with you there, Dave.
I already think we have, to tell you the truth. Right now, at this time, last year going into fall camp, we were also pretty worried about the team that we were still going to come out with at the start of the season. And right now, with how much depth we have up on front, I really like the way our team is looking right now. Defense, we're still a little shaky back there, but they get a little experience into these boys, and they're gonna rise to the challenge, I'm pretty sure. So I really like the way we're looking right now, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm. Adam, your take on replacing all the guys that left?
Yeah, no, Benny left there. He was a pretty good role player, he knew his role, but I think Bobby made some good calls, and he's got some guys coming in that that are going to be able to fill his shoes. But yeah, and Daniluk was a big hit. Me and Joel got along well, and we really worked good as a tandem. But he had to make a decision, and that's what ended up. And we'll have to have someone come in there and step up to the plate.
Yeah, that had to really be the definition of mixed feelings. You lose a friend, a teammate, a guy that you've gone to war with, but at the same time, it does open up an opportunity. Plus, it also shows that the team has faith in you, and you being the guy to carry the mail this season. So. Was that basically the case of mixed emotions there?
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I'm sad to see Joel go. Like we were saying, we got along good friends, but yeah, it feels good. I'm going to be ready to step up to the plate and be a leader this year and show the guys that I can play, and I'm ready to go pretty well.
All right. And Dayton, as you mentioned a couple times here, obviously a rebuilding job on the blue line. You're one of only 2 returnees on the blue line. How do you see your role expanding this season?
Me and Phil already know we have some pretty big shoes to fill. It's hard to fill shoes like Dustin Stevenson, Mike Alexander, and McPherson and Moore. But me and Phil, we knew this offseason now we have to get into shape, and we have to we got some shoes to fill, and I think we're ready to do it. And I think we had a pretty good camp here, and we're ready to show some of our other D-men, some of the little tricks and stuff like around the ice. And I think we're gonna have lots of fun this season.
Good stuff. Well, guys, thanks very much for being on the program tonight.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
All right. If you're just joining us, this has been Ice Wolves Insider, and we've been joined by Ice Wolves returning players Bartko and Dayton Fossum. We'll be right back with From the Stands.